I like the gore.
Like Fridville.
I remember I liked that too when it first came out. Whatever. I wasn't a fucking podcaster back then, so I have all the means in the world. I don't even know if that's a term to like shitty stuff and not judge it until I became a podcaster. Now I judge stuff and I judge the fucking Mangler and Graveyard Shift shit. All right, on to our next film.
You drive.
Sir? Thinner.
Keep cutting Scott off though. That was good. Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead, Scott.
All right, our
you know
final
what's funny?
film is Thinner from 1996, directed by Tom Holland, who is known for Child's Play and Fright Night.
Fright Night.
Yep.
Fright Night!
And stars John Montaigne.
Joe Montaigne.
Joe Montaigne. God damn it.
What'd you say this time?
John.
Fat Tony from The Simpsons.
The first time you said Joe Montagna.
Yeah, I did it phonetically.
Joe Montana from the
Niners.
49ers.
And Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, but from Godfather 3, Fat Tony from Simpsons, Airheads.
Underworld with Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
Dennis Leary sucks.
Great. Separate the art from the artist. He stole jokes from Bill Hicks, but he had a great fucking movie with Joe Montana. Joe Montana in Underworld. Oh, I'm sorry. Joe Montagna.
Montaigne.
Then the main lead is Robert John Burke from RoboCop 3, Tombstone. His wife is played by Lucinda Jenny, who is from Rain Man and Thelma and Louise.
It's adjusted.
Because
you lean towards it and
I
you forget. It's like posture. Like, oh, I gotta have good posture. But then the next thing you know, you're slouched over. You're like, oh shit! Like that's what you do with the mic, and it's it's unforgivable sometimes.
We have John Burke. God dang it!
No,
Robert John Burke.
He wants to stab me, dude.
Do it. There needs to be some bloodshed on the podcast.
Oh, there already has been.
There has?
Yeah, I reamed your ass one time so bad you went home and shit blood. I know you did. I know
What?
it. I just know it. It's not proof.
I have no recollection.
But I fucking killed you on something. You're like, oh fuck, and then you shed blood for a couple days.
Thinner is about Robert John Burke, who plays an obese lawyer who is not a great lawyer. He ends up getting bad people off, and after celebrating
go to the blowjob.
Yep,
blowjobs.
After the celebration, his wife is giving him roadhead, and they hit a gypsy.
And
the roadhead thing is like I'm
as an obese.
Yeah, I'm a fat dude.
I'm obese too.
Yeah, I don't see the physics of that being possible, really.
I mean, some people are gifted. Ron Jeremy.
Sure, I mean, if you're like, I guess if you're just some average dude like me, roadhead's out of the question if you're over 300 pounds.
Yeah, but like she's doing long strokes.
Yeah, she's really.
Dude, when you watch this, you get penis envy from a really a fat guy like in a fat suit. Like that's some deep throating.
Yeah. That it is.
Like, hold on.
It.
She's going. Her head moves at her apex all the way down to her final stage of the blowjob. I would say 8 inches, and she's not even going to the balls. There's no way.
Wow.
No fucking way.
You thought about this a little too much, Ken.
No, I didn't think about it. I watched it, and I was like, damn. Whatever. I mean, I
at this point, our listeners know that Ken has like some kind of weird penis fixation. So.
Right.
No, I do have penis envy no matter who it is. I have envious of small dicks and big dicks. I don't care. I have envious...
Your penis has touched vaginas that mine has not touched.
Yeah, exactly. There's my envy. I get really upset that someone else gets to do shit with their dick and I don't.
But anyways... after they hit the gypsy, you find out that was the daughter of a much older gypsy who ends up cursing the lawyer. and basically says thinner, and the guy gets skinnier and skinnier until he basically is about to fade away. And I'm saying basically a lot. God damn it.
Is that where you end your synopsis?
Yeah.
Okay.
White man from town.
Are you going to finish the line?
That's the whole white men from town.
Oh, I thought you were going to like go off when he was like when they're. That's one scene I didn't like about the movie. When he finally finds the gypsies. There's just like a bunch of people standing in the background, just like extras, like not even.
Well, yeah, that's like a gypsy town.
Yeah, but it would have been cooler if he like found him like in like this fucking old cottage by himself or something and confronted him. I don't know. It was just like
what cottage?
No, there wasn't one. I'm saying
exactly because they're gypsies.
Yeah, gypsies are always on the road.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, they're nomadic, I guess. But whatever. I just like it was like a big carnival. Like the people, the workers,
because they're gypsies.
No, I know. It would have been cooler to just like find him like by himself, or is more like. But then I was noticing the extras in the background. Everyone's just standing around and not saying anything. That doesn't happen in real life. At least someone's like, "Fuck you, bitch." You know, I don't know. Whatever.
It's probably just like the
That's what happens in real life.
The hierarchy of gypsy culture.
Like, yeah, like don't talk.
The king talks. You know.
Well, I've noticed that a lot. Like in The Walking Dead, that's so stupid. You're like in a post-apocalyptic fucking world, and one leader, what's his name, Negan. He'll talk, but he's got this whole army, and no one says shit, or they're standing around.
Nobody's even like murmuring in the background.
Nothing. Yeah. It's like, come on, that's not how the real. Especially,
I'd have shit to say.
Yeah, I would be like, fucking, Carl, suck my cock, dude. You suck. You should have died 3 seasons ago, bitch. I'm sorry, I'm editing.
You went on to a Walking Dead rant.
I hate The Walking Dead so fucking much.
Terrible.
Yeah,
God damn it, man. Like post-apocalyptic, and you're supposed to be at your most animalistic, but you're so tame because Negan's such a badass. He's got a fucking bat. Just kill the guy. They're gonna cycle through fucking leaders because the leaders, like, you know, we're animals now.
You're still going.
We're animalistic now.
Stop.
Everyone wants to be a leader.
Stop.
It's Walking
All right,
Dead.
you know this movie is
Stephen King's cameo in this one as the pharmacist.
Oh, yep. Yeah, and I enjoyed his.
It's the only one of the 3. Yeah, he does a cameo a lot. It's the only one of the 3 films that we chose tonight where he actually does a cameo.
Yeah, it is actually. I didn't think about that. Yeah, like the performances in this for the most part were good. The lead, he was good in the beginning and it got worse as it went on. I think.
Well, at the end, like, he's fucking weak as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, right, well, I mean, but like the scene where he's crying with when he finds out at the very end, like that was such terrible, like, cry, like. Oh my god!
Yeah, when he accidentally poisons his daughter or whatever.
Yeah.
This movie is ballsy because like you start off in a fat suit, but you're adding prosthetic to make yourself look thinner. That's a very ballsy fucking thing to do. No, I'm not saying they're great or anything.
I'm going to say that.
But
I like a lot of the effects.
Just to fucking go into this movie, like, and the special effects people are like, fuck, we got to make him thinner without CGI, and we're adding stuff to his body. Like,
yeah,
that's ballsy. That's a ballsy project.
I think the fat suit looks pretty good.
Yeah, the fat suit looks good, and then when he gets thin like that,
it's
like,
so
it looks
noticeable
good.
right off the bat, though. I don't know. It's at the infancy of fat suits, I guess.
The makeup on Daniel von Bergen is the coolest in the movie, though, for sure.
Which dude is that?
He's the cop.
Oh yeah, with the elephantitis.
He's the elephantitis guy. Yeah, the guy from Lord of Illusions.
Yeah, that was really cool. And then, well, hell, even the makeup on the gypsy I kind of like too, like the old gypsy with the cancer on his nose.
Oh yeah, the little cancer spot.
I didn't notice that it was Kari Wuhrer. I was like, oh shit, she was like King of the Ants.
Oh yeah,
Hellraiser Deader.
Who?
Kari Wuhrer. Kari.
The
young
gypsy lady.
She was on remote control. She's so fucking hot, dude. And I think in this role she's over 40. I think she's in her 50s now. She's so fucking so hot. And you know who used to fuck that girl?
Who?
Colin Quinn, I think.
From SNL?
Yeah, he used to fuck
Shut
that.
up.
Yeah.
Really?
Lucky fucker, dude.
That guy's a dickhead.
Mm-hmm. He used to hit that.
Tina Fey has come out and said a lot of times that he's like a huge dickhead. And that, like,
I don't know. He's funny.
Sometimes.
Not the Weekend Update Colin Quinn, but his stand-up is good.
Yeah, that young gypsy woman like actually reminded me a lot of Shawnee Smith. Like I just kept picturing her in that role for some reason.
From The Stand or
The
Blob?
Stand and the Blob. Yeah.
No, I mean like the role.
Yeah, like that performance, like almost reminded me of how she kind of acted in The Stand.
In The Stand, she was batshit crazy.
Yeah, and so did this gypsy woman. She was kind of crazy.
She had an ideology that she was following the whole time. I mean, she stuck true to it. But
right, but she was
in
still...
The Stand, Shawnee Smith is fucking just insane. She's been alone for a long time.
Like I said, there was just some comparisons I made there for some reason that just I couldn't get out of my head. But
one of the reasons that this movie is pretty cool is that it's like kind of a showcase for practical effects. Like toward the end of that era where CGI started to kind of like take over. And had this movie been made only a couple of years later,
it would have been CG for sure.
A lot of it would have been CG.
Yeah, you probably would have seen like
the hole through the hand effect and like the pulsating pie effect and all that stuff would have been CG instead of practical.
Yeah, and then you probably would have seen like bones in his face and all that shit, like on the fucking cover.
Right. Oh, right, yeah, because that cover that's like a weak cover.
Yeah, it's like half a fucking X-ray.
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
it like didn't really give you much on what the movie was besides the title itself.
I find Thinner to be a pretty effective horror film.
Yeah, I was gonna say the story alone is really
as
good.
a fat guy myself. Yeah, absolutely. It's like when I watched The Clumps.
What?
I was afraid to get that fat. I'm on my way. I know it. That's a horror movie to me, actually.
But out of all three of these,
so being fatter than you are
Rick
now
Baker
would be so bad.
Rick Baker. He did the Nutty Professor. So go ahead, Scott.
But out of all three films that we watched for this episode, I love the story in this one.
Yes, this is the best movie for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is like another one that's just overlooked for some reason. I just don't understand it. But
well, I don't. I think.
It has like one name attached to it, and that's Tom Holland.
Yeah.
It just, it came in an era of when his films were kind of starting to lose steam. Like, his heyday was mostly in the 80s and the early 90s. And this was, like, when Stephen King movies were starting to lose steam and starting to just kind of go direct-to-video mostly. And
yeah, because I thought this was direct-to-video. I didn't realize this was in theaters.
No, it was in theaters. I remember seeing a preview, like on TV or something. And that's exactly why I didn't want to see it. It just looks stupid. It's like I seen the fat suit and I was like, oh, jeez, it looks so dumb.
Yeah, like
the very first time you see him in the movie, you're like, oh, dude, this kind of sucks. But I guess you get used to it or whatever, and you don't really look for it anymore.
And like I said, I didn't think it was that bad at all. And Joe Mantegna's performance.
Oh, thanks. You're welcome for the enunciation of his...
Right.
Yeah.
But his performance was great in this. Like, just like another over-the-top style performance. Like, once he was...
He actually wasn't really good in this movie at all.
I liked him in this a lot.
It was kind of stupid. Like, he's got better roles. Randy doesn't really like him that much, but as far as, like, a mafia movie type of dude, like, he's got some really good shit.
I don't know, like, what?
Well, I told you Underworld, and I think he was in. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, was he in? I want to say he was maybe in The Bronx Tale.
That's what I was gonna say, but
was he in A Bronx Tale?
He might have been.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But I know he does like mafia movies. He does a lot of those.
I mean, he's just Fat Tony.
Yeah, he's typecast.
It doesn't matter what he does. He's just Fat Tony.
All right, fine.
Yeah, I liked him.
I even have a note here that says Joe Mantegna always sounds like Fat Tony from The Simpsons.
Yep. Yeah, I say he's just typecast, and but yeah, when he's set loose to like do the whole white man says to lift the curse, like when he's let loose to do that, I enjoyed it because he just went fucking balls out, fucking bringing a machine gun to the fucking gypsy tents and just starts. Yeah. Shooting everybody.
And kidnapping the girl from the crime scene afterward. That was, like, showing up to the crime scene and...
Yeah, fucking nutty and brave right there.
No, I mean, just the way that all of that is written, like, even... That just shows, like, what a clever writer Stephen King was, even from, like, from the early years.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of this that's really well written. It's a pretty textured revenge story,
Oh, yeah, it is. Like... Because it has layers for a revenge story, which, most revenge stories don't. But yeah, this one had, like, some interesting, like, subtext to it. And I do like the whole entire the whole gypsy theme with the gypsy curse.
Yeah, it's that's